What's up? Brad Johnson here with day 43 of the cut. If you see my previous video, you will know that I'm currently not training. To give a little bit more of an explanation as to why that is. Basically in April of last year, before I actually started lifting heavy weights, when I was just doing more of a full body kind of a cardio routine when I first started, when I was really fat, I kind of injured my shoulder because I was doing a ridiculous number of push-ups per day. So I started weight training. I just didn't want to rest because I just was excited about the change I was making. Everyone was saying rest, and I was like, well, if I rest now, we might not start again. And so I just pushed through the pain from literally April, and it got to breaking point on Tuesday. I went to do some bent over rows, and I realized I felt like I was tearing my arm off. So I went to physio, and it turns out I've got bicep tendonitis, which is basically an inflammation of the tendon here, and it's causing pain, basically. What it means practically is I don't have a right arm. It hurts when I drive, it hurts when I walk, it hurts when I sleep, it hurts when I do anything. But that was last week. It's kind of getting better now. I'm on a crazy amount of painkillers, so it might be that. But I think it's improving. I'm doing a whole heap of stretches and stuff. So I'm not training. I can't really do anything without a right arm. I can't even set weights up. I'm like, you know, for other people that I'm helping train, I'm like picking their weights with the left hand to try and set them on the bar. So I haven't been training. So I have no idea what it's going to say when I jump on these scales. But let's do it anyway. Let's see what it says. What was I? 86.6 last week? We'll have a look. My macros have stayed the same, so you know, good sense of logic would dictate that I'm probably about the same / a little bit higher, because obviously I'm not training. Yeah, makes sense. .2, we'll confirm it. Obviously, when you go from lifting weights more or less twice a day to not lifting weights, stay at the same macros, 3,700 calories a day, body's going to start restocking them glycogen stores, putting on a little bit of fat. So I'm just over what I was last week, which totally makes sense. Yeah, what I'm going to have to do is create some I'm currently not training macros. So we're going to get onto the Excel document, we're going to do that. Also, mile tape. It's the first Monday of the month. Every first Monday of the month since the dawn of creation, basically, I take these tape measurements around my neck, chest, waist, everywhere, thighs, calves, forehead, and you know, just check my measurements. And those will probably go on Instagram, or I might try and remember to put them on the video. But check my Instagram; the picture will be there at some point today. In terms of where I am, practically the same. I look like this because I want to see. I'm not really getting that fat yet, but the cut isn't working when you don't train. And also I feel all withered and weak and rubbish and sucks. Legs, if you want to see them. And there. Over there. Since you want a little bit of an update. We're going to get onto the Excel document now and have a look. Let's jump over there. Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the Excel document. As you can see, let me give you some information here. That's how the Excel document works if you haven't seen it before. That's my weight there, 87.2, makes 192 pounds. I changed my multiplier down because it turns out that my basal metabolic rate, based on my current work rate now, is probably around 3650, meaning that to cut, I'll need about 3,000 calories since I'm not doing anything like the work I was doing before. Since I'm not training with weights, I've dropped my protein per day from 1.25 times my weight in pounds to just 1 times. That's like the bare minimum. So at least 192 grams of protein per day. Fat intake is going to be dropped down as well because I won't need as much like testosterone because I'm not going to be putting on any muscle. So I dropped it down to 0.21 from 0.29, which works out to be about 71 grams of protein. Those two are minimums. 192 grams of protein and 71 grams of fat are minimums. Here are the foods that will make, and without boring you, what it basically means is I'm eating more oats, half the amount of nuts, half the amount of eggs, half the amount of chicken soup, it's vegetable soup, sorry, and everything else stays the same. That is like heartbreaking to me. It's like someone tore my soul out. Macros at the end are there, that's what they are. 215 grams of protein, 357 grams of carbs, 75 grams of fat for 3,050 calories. In terms of what my Excel document also does, it's a bit of a mess. There's all these numbers over here. I know what they all are, but it's a bit not user-friendly, which is why I haven't given it to anyone yet, because it's not really ready to be shown. But what it also does here is it works out how much it costs per day. So for those of you wondering how much I spend per day, week, month, and year on food, there it is. £5.27 per day, £36.90 a week, £160.46 a month, and £1,925 a year on food. There you go. Now you know. We're going to see how this works. We're going to try this for 2 weeks. Hopefully, within that 2 weeks, I'll be able to start training legs when I've got a bit more mobility. But we'll have to see how that goes. Yeah, it's a bit of a depressing time at the moment, but I am improving my mobility. My flexibility is getting better. I think it's improving. I should be good. It will mean that when I come back, I'll be able to be even stronger than I was before and train even harder. So if you have any queries or theories, oh yeah, also thank you for all the kind messages that people have sent me. You know, keeping my head up and all that. That's really appreciated. Yeah, no one individually, just everyone. Generally, it's a lot of love. Thank you. BradleyandJohnson@gmail.com. If you have any queries or theories or suggestions or want to let me know or give me any advice or anything on what to do to fill my time since I won't be able to train, I'll appreciate that. Other than that, like the video, like my Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and of course, subscribe.